What's going on, everybody? James here, readoptionagency.com, and I want to make this video just because something has just touched my nerve, and it's so irritating because I just got out of an issue. For the past few days now, there have been a lot of Veros for the shoe Allbirds, and it's sickening. And I just happened to stumble across somebody talking about it on Instagram, and then looked at Allbirds' Instagram account, and everybody's letting them have it left and right. Let me put that there. And it's sickening. So do not sell Allbirds. If you have them in your store and they haven't been viraled yet, first thing you need to do, learn from my mistake when it came to the dealership hats. Edit them, take out the names, take out the brand, upload a generic picture that's not related to the shoe, end it, go into unsold, delete it, get it done. They made a statement on their Instagram saying that that is not their intention, and they just try to pass it on as a third party is the issue. Kind of like my issue with the GM hats. It was a third party that their only sole job is brand protection, and it's all computer-based software that scans crap and, as you know, makes mistakes. And that's apparently well, we don't know exactly what's going on. This company is all about sustainability, quote unquote, and all of this and that, but yet they're veroing resellers. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So in their statement, they were saying that it's a third company, and it is determined, you know, they use it to seek out fakes. Well, when I don't know exactly how the details work, but when people take their own pictures, there's really no way a computer is going to know if that shoe is fake or not. The only thing that computer is going to know, I would think, I'm not an expert, is if somebody else is using their stock pictures someplace else. So if you're using Allbirds stock pictures on eBay, then that would get a ding. That makes sense. It's just like Google image. Boom, boom, boom. They know. So the ones that, there are some that clearly look nothing like the stock images. And so then I went to YouTube, and there's only two people talking about it. One, it happened to, he got a 3-day suspension. I forgot his name. I'll find the video and I'll link it below. At front of his video, he said that there was 4,500, I guess, listings up on eBay for the Allbirds shoes. As I type it now, it's down to 1,400. So that means about 3,000 items are either veroed or ended since this started. That's a lot. And from all the statements that people are making on Instagram, this community needs to stick together. There's two issues with this, with all this that goes on. These companies using these third parties computer software programs where it's not an actual person going in and looking at it. That's just wrong right there. It's too easy to make an error and too easy to screw up somebody's life. 7-day suspension, just got done. Thankfully got it retracted. My sales still are not back up where they should be, because I seem to have lost some momentum I had in the eBay algorithm. So I got to like kind of rebuild, if you will, with sharing my listings and trying to get the traffic back. And it's annoying. So even though I had it retracted, it's still to this day affecting, 2 days after, is still affecting my numbers. So when these people don't understand that you can destroy somebody's life by doing this. And not only that, eBay don't care. They just want to protect themselves legally. They don't care about the reseller. All they care about is protecting themselves legally. That's it. If they lose you as a reseller, oh well, they're protected legally. That's all they care about. So you have to, as a reseller, protect yourself. And that is if you're reaching out to the brand, like I did. And what I did is I reached out to that third-party brand protection company, and I CC'd the head of GM, because it's at the point now where this stuff could be going on and the company doesn't really know. But when the company sits there and tries to blame the third party, no, you take responsibility for your own actions. That's just the bottom line. I learned that at a very young age. Even if you delegate something to somebody else, it's still your fault if that somebody else screws up. End of story. And so it's aggravating seeing all this Vero that's happening to these people, especially with a company that's being that's appearing to be hypocritical. And it's sickening to me right now, just because I just came out of that kind of a situation, and I'm still paranoid to this day. And when I heard that, man, I just got that paranoia feeling back in me, because like, what's next? Who's next? You know, I could be suspended tomorrow for something that I had up for a year just because some computer program says that it's not right. And and then by the time it's done, even if it's something that you can get fixed and retracted, I probably lost over $8,000 in my ordeal. I ain't blaming nobody but me. I put the items up. If I don't take blame for it, I lose control and power. And I don't like doing that, because that leads to fear and paranoia. And that's where it feels like eBay is headed, where you're going to be a reseller in fear and paranoid that you don't know what's next. And they don't seem to care, as long as they're covered legally. So I got a list here that I started when all this started. And I'm going to read through the list just so there's more updated information out there on what not to touch, because it can be a pain in the butt. So if after I go through this list, if you know of stuff, dealt with stuff, put it below. Let me know, and I'll keep the list going. And maybe I'll make one of these videos once a month, just to get more and more content out there of these companies, and bring more attention to these third-party brand protectors who are using all this computer software. I mean, I'll dig into it. You know me, and you've seen enough of my videos. You know I will dig into stuff, and I will get dirt, I will get information, I will get details. I will do whatever I can to figure out who writes these damn programs, exactly how they work, whatever the case may be. Because I'm tired of it. I don't want to live my life paranoid. I mean, it's one thing if anyway, I'm aggravated. All right, so some of these I mentioned in the last video. Some of these I just picked up from watching other videos. Whenever I see somebody saying in a video, or I see a post, a lot of these I just watched Casey's video, and so a lot of these are from him that I saw he had talked about, and then some are my personal experiences, and some I had picked up along the way. Some I heard about, but I have not done details into, so I do not know. First, I wanted to say, right now I'm paranoid. The first of the list is I am paranoid about selling anything as new, even if it does have tags, just because there are some companies that do not want you to sell their product new because you're not an authorized distributor. I get that. So from like this point on, even if it's new, I'm putting used, I'm just putting with tag in the title. You know, it's not worth the risk. So obviously the one everybody knows about, the biggest two no-nos is Velcro and onesies. If you don't know that by now and you're a brand new seller, learn it. Do not use Velcro and onesies, period. I don't care if you know it's Velcro. If you know it's a onesie by, was it Oshkosh? They had the legal term on onesies. I still won't use that term. No, I'm not doing nothing that's going to risk anything. All right, so Fight Like a Girl. That was one I had. It's been newly trademarked. I believe it was at the end of 2020. Somebody trademarked it, going in and started Veroing everybody. So that's kind of like this new Allbirds shoe thing. Just right out of the blue, boom, starts going after people. So fight like a girl is a women's cancer slogan. Somebody trademarked it, and they won't allow anybody to sell all the old merchandise that's been made over the years with that slogan on it, because they own the rights to it now. One of the biggest things, I won't touch Hard Rock Cafe now, just because a lot of their vintage stuff is so questionable. And I've got dinged for it a couple times in the past 20 years. So I personally, I throw my Hard Rock stuff in lots and sell it mixed with lots. I'm not touching the stuff, even if it has the Hard Rock Cafe. That's just me personally. You shouldn't think anything other. It's fine. I'm just paranoid with it, and I'm not touching it myself anymore, because like I said, I've had 2 dings over the past 20 years. So I'm not touching that brand. Next up is GM, the car brand. Cadillac, Chevy, Pontiac, the main thing was that I got dinged on were the dealership hats, because even though the dealership is an authorized dealership of that brand, I guess they're not allowed to put that brand name on their clothing that they sell or give away or whatever the case may be. I didn't get details. I was just thankful I got it retracted and got it done with. So I don't put up any dealership hats anymore, whether it's blah, blah. I don't care what brand it is, Ford, Toyota, Kia. I took them all down. I'm not messing with it because it's not worth it. So GM, and they use a third party, and they have the, I guess, the whole computer scanning thing also. I'd have to Google it to see exactly. It was CV something was the brand. See if it pops up on my page. No. But it's a third-party brand protection company. One thing that got me in 2020, which I should have known better, is 100% my fault. I put up a hat that said Jeep hair don't care, and it was not a Jeep tagged item, or a Dodge or a Mopar or Chrysler. Chrysler is the parent company. Chrysler is the parent company of Jeep, Dodge, Ram, all that stuff. So Jeep hair don't care. Do not sell them unless they are tagged with the Jeep tag. That was 100% my fault. 100%. They were all technically my fault, but that one I was the hardest on myself because I should have known better. So here's, I think some of these next ones are some stuff that Casey, that's his name, right? The Rockstar Flipper guy. When it comes to the don't sell new, he mentioned North Face and Patagonia. I don't think I've ever sold any of those new. I don't think I've ever gotten any new. Maybe I don't think so. Obviously, the next 2 he mentioned has been around for quite a while. That's been an issue, and that's Rosetta Stone and P90X. I think I had a P90X taken off 10 years ago, maybe. It's been a while. He also mentioned Beachbody. I think I've sold Beachbody DVDs in the past, so I'm not sure what that entails, the details of, but I'm just giving these out because I'm not touching them. These are stuff that I'm not touching just because I'm not going to take the risk. It's not worth the risk for me. I watch my freaking emails like just waiting for something to happen, and it's not fun when you're paranoid that anything could happen next. He also mentioned Billy Blanks. I'm not sure about that. I've sold Billy Blank DVDs in the past, but going forward, it's nothing I'm going to touch. Actually, did I do a search to make sure I didn't have any up? Whoops. I do got one up. Or no, one sold. Oh, I do. I got 3 up. One's been up for a long time. I'm going to take those down because it ain't worth the time. He also mentioned Wallet Ninja. I've never had those. Blue Parrot headphones, Chanel perfume, otter boxes and life boxes, phone cases, and that has to do with because they guarantee their items for life, I believe. Somebody in another video mentioned DeWalt. I have not done any research into exactly the details of DeWalt, but there are plenty of DeWalt stuff out there. Another saying on a shirt, somebody said they got VERO for a shirt with the quotes, "It's all good." Apparently somebody has that copyrighted and it can't be used. It's all good. The person who I will link below about the Allbirds, I think he mentioned in that same video MLS, it's a soccer team, Red Bulls. The hard thing about football or soccer teams is there's so much fake out there and it's very hard to tell. So anything football related, if I don't buy it new at a retail place, I don't resell it, just because a Nike soccer jersey looks so much like it's hard to tell the difference. So I don't touch anything soccer, football related. It's just not worth it. And now Allbirds is on my list. So if you got any more to add to it, tell your story below. Let me know. I'll do more research into it too. Probably add it to my list. And next video, I'll update it even more. So there's what it is so far. And we've got to get more info out there, especially if we've got a lot more companies that are, you know, eBay's not going to watch our back. We need to watch our back and help each other out. So let's do that. And I encourage, if you make videos of any kind, even if you only get 2 views, make a video like once a month listing VERO items. Some of you are a hell of a lot more popular than I am. Let's keep a list going every month and update a video so we're always on it. We got to protect ourselves. We've got to stand together, because if eBay ain't going to have our backs, we need to have each other's backs. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.